Talk to me about what was going through your mind in that moment.
I was scared to death.
What's up, guys? Bringing you a quick news update. Andrew Tate's girlfriend, Bri Stern, is pressing sexual charges against him. Let's get into this video.
Disturbing allegations being made against one of the most controversial figures on social media, Andrew Tate. In a civil suit filed in Los Angeles this week, model Bri Stern accusing Tate of sexually assaulting and choking her at the Beverly Hills Hotel earlier
So it's sexual assault and choking her. Okay, got it.
this month. Stern sitting down with NBC News from Los Angeles in her first interview about that night.
Talk to me about what was going through your mind in that moment.
I was scared to death. I was terrified that I might die.
Stern saying in the
Wow.
lawsuit what started as consensual sex in the early hours of March 11th turned more violent as she begged Tate to stop. Stern's attorney Tony Busby also
See, the thing is, you're having consensual sex and the female says stop. That's it. You got to stop. Anything further than that is considered rape, you know? Even if she agrees to have sex with you, but at a certain point she changes her mind, or she just don't want to do it anymore, just stop. That's it. I know it may seems wrong to a man, you know, you want to get that off, but a female says stop, you got to stop. Now, in this photo here, she said, you know, she was almost choked to death, halfway choked to death. I would have liked to see more, you know, marks around her neck to prove that, you know, he choked her or something like that. Maybe there's other photos out there, but I haven't seen any yet. This is the only photo the news been posting. And I don't see any choke marks around her neck or stuff like that. So, but let's get into it.
providing NBC News with these photos, not in the lawsuit, alleging they show the initial bruising on her face. The lawsuit saying she was later diagnosed and treated for post-concussion syndrome. NBC News reviewed parts of Stern's hospital discharge paperwork confirming her diagnosis. Stern also filed a report with police on March 24th.
I was just terrified of him. I mean, he's a very wealthy, very powerful person. And once he left the country, I did feel a sense of security, and I felt like, you know what, this isn't right, and I do need to take the power back in my life, and I felt safe to go file a police report.
Two law enforcement sources familiar confirmed to NBC News that the Beverly Hills police are investigating the incident.
To be honest, it was very difficult for me, but at the urging of my friends and family who were telling me, like, this is not right, this is not how you're supposed to be treated, this is abuse, I slowly started to kind of like see it.
Tate's attorney telling NBC News in part, quote, Andrew Tate categorically rejects the unfounded and sensational allegations against him and is committed to pursuing all available legal avenues against those perpetuating
she's gonna
these
reject
baseless
it.
claims. This is not a pursuit of justice. It has all the hallmarks of a calculated scheme aimed at personal gain, notoriety, and financial benefit. It's only the latest of Tate's legal problems.
Well, it's been proven that.
And, you know, a man like Andrew Tate, man, I would, you know, you'd have cameras everywhere, man. Everywhere you go, you know, any sexual intercourse with any female, you would have to put a camera and, you know, around to protect yourself at least. Because, you know, too many allegations coming out against you, brother.
The smartest people in the world are men.
A former UK kickboxer and Big Brother cast member built up a following of millions online as a self-proclaimed misogynist. The provocateur posing with weapons and making sexist comments.
Shut the up. You know, women know the clue how business works.
I'm glad to be
This
home.
guy
He
is
returned to
wild.
Romania earlier this week, where he and his brother Tristan are facing human trafficking charges. The brothers have denied all allegations. Last month, they flew to Florida after Romania lifted a travel ban.
And I think my brother and I are largely misunderstood. We've yet to be convicted of any crime in our lives ever.
The Florida Attorney General saying
So he was in Romania, got charges. They lifted his flying ban. He comes to the U.S. and pick up some new charges. That's just crazy.
he opened a criminal investigation into the Tates and that they've, quote, admitted to participating in what very much appears to be soliciting, trafficking, preying upon women.
He told me everything on the internet was just a facade.
Stern's lawsuit also includes text exchanges between herself and Tate in the months leading up to that alleged assault. Early messages between Tate and Stern appear to show him smothering her with love, including pet names and a romantic poem, but then allegedly getting more possessive and abusive. In one text, Tate allegedly writing, "You backtalk too much, so I beat you."
Bro, that's not your child, man. You backtalk too much, so I beat you. Wow, I don't know where this guy, where his mental is at, but that's not your child, bro. It's not.
It made me feel so confused and so just bewildered, how someone can tell you they love you so many times every day and then say those things and do them. Like it was definitely a lot of confusion and pain.
In parts of another exchange, Stern asking, "Why do you want to beat me?" Tate allegedly responding, "What's the point of having you if I don't beat and impregnate you? You should be thankful." Stern says that in the hours since coming forward publicly, she's faced threats from Tate's fans online.
I'm constantly looking over my shoulder.
But she hopes to empower other women.
It's very hard to even talk about it, to even confide in other people. So I'm hoping that I can encourage other women to find their voice, to walk away, and to be strong.
Toodles for you, being strong, coming out with these, these allegations against him. Yeah, someone like that, if it's true, coming out in the front line and admitting to being abused sexually, verbally, and physically. That's good. I encourage more females to step up. You don't have to stand for all these abuse. You don't have to, you don't have to take stuff like that, And the men that do abuse females, women, they're a bunch of wussies. I'll say it just like that, straight up.
Chloe Malas joins us now. Quite an interview, very powerful. Andrew Tate has a bit of a reputation. And I'm just wondering, did she talk at all about, had she heard about that reputation before she got involved with him?
That's a great question, Tom, because, Andrew Tate and his brother had been open with their views for over a decade on social media, but
Yeah, I would believe she got to know who he is. She knows his reputation. This guy, it's all over the world. He's making headlines. And there's a bunch of allegations against him. You could see videos. You see how he speaks. You see how he carries about himself. You see what's his how you put it? What's his where his mental is at. I mean, he shows it.
She says that she really didn't Google him before she flew to Romania to meet him, that she hadn't been following him on social media, and she really didn't know all that he was about, but that they were in a very loving relationship.
You see, that I don't believe. She's a model. She's big in the business. Even if she doesn't know, there's someone around her would know who he is. At least somebody would tell her. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to just pick up and leave to meet a guy you don't know. Especially a guy like Andrew Tate. You must have seen something about him. Some news, even in social media. How did you meet him? If you guys didn't meet on social media, you didn't follow him on social media, how did you guys met? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of questions to what she's saying, whether it's true or not. I would like to get, clearer answers on. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Katie Chats, we're out of here. Leave some comments. Let me know what's your thoughts on it, on this whole Andrew Tate situation. Don't forget, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some more motivation to make some more videos like this for you guys. All right, keep it locked.